Okay guys, so I'm going to be reviewing the exit ticket for September 17th. This one we're looking at the model and it's asking us to solve for the unknown variable. So just looking at this one, again I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 little blocks over here. So I can say that I have 8 blocks, 8B. And then I have all of this on the left side being equal to 52 on the right side, because there's just one huge box over here and 8 small boxes or little blocks on this side. So in order to find that, I can write my equation 8 times b equals 52, because I don't know how much each block has inside of it. I have to do the inverse, so I end up saying, okay, this is going to be canceling this 8 and 8. I'd have to divide 52 by 8 also. 8 goes on the outside, 52 goes on the inside, because it's top in, bottom out. So 8 goes into 5 0 times, 8 goes into 52 6 times. 8 times 6 is 48, and there's 4 left over. I can't leave a remainder, so I have to add a decimal and a 0. And then I have to put the decimal up here also, but then I have to bring down the 0. So now, how many times does 8 go into 40? It goes into 45 times, and that's perfect 40. So we have a 0 left over. So my answer would be D, where the value of each block is 6.5. That's what each one of these has to be, to when you add them all up together they equal 52. Okay, going on to the next question. Again, we have one big box, so we can say that this is an uppercase B. We have 4 apples right there that were, again, I would add them because they're both on the same dish on this left hand side. And then over here, if we count the apples, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So all this on the left side is equal to 14 that are on the right side. So now let's write the equation down here so we can try and solve it. So b plus 4 equals 14. I have to do the inverse. So the opposite of addition is subtraction, and I subtract the 4 from both sides. These cancel, so I only have b left over. 14 minus 4 is 10, so my answer would be 10 right here. That's how many apples would fit or be weighed inside this box. And it makes sense, because if I cross out this apple, I can cross out one over here. If I cross out this apple, I can cross out one over here. This one, I cross out this one, cross out this one, and I cross out this one. So how many apples will be left over? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this makes perfect sense as to why this would be the answer. Okay, on to the next one. We have where we're trying to solve for the number of cubes that go in each one of these bags. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bags. So again, I can put the 5 in the small letter b, because that counts for the bags variable. And then over here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. So the 5b that's on that side is equal to the 19 cubes that are on this side. So again, I have to write down the equation, 5b equals 19, and then I can do the inverse. So instead of multiplying like I have up here, I divide by 5. I divide 19 by 5 also. So top number goes inside, bottom number goes outside. 5 goes into 1 0 times. 5 goes into 19 3 times. So that leaves us again with a remainder of 4. I can't leave a remainder, so again I add the decimal and a 0. I add the decimal up here, and I bring down the 0. So 5 goes into 48 times. That's 40. Remainder 0 left over. So the amount of cubes, or the weight of each bag, is equal to 3.8 cubes. So if every one of these bags had like a 3.8 inside, 3.8, 3.8, 3.8, 3.8, then if you added all those up together, they would give you 19. And so the answer is letter B for that one. And then for this last one, solve for the unknown variable, the weight of the puppy. So I have a 28-pound weight. Then I have a puppy that, again, I don't know what it weighs, but I can just put a lowercase letter p. And then the scale says that altogether those weigh 42 pounds. So let me write down, again, my equation over here. 28 plus the weight of the puppy equals 42. I'm trying to get the variable by itself, so this positive 28 that's over here, I have to do the opposite of it and subtract 28. So I subtract 28, those cancel, only the p is left over. Then I have 42 minus 28. The 2 minus 8 I cannot do, so I have to borrow. So 12 minus 8 is 4, and then 3 minus 2 is just 1. So P should equal to 14 pounds that the little puppy dog weighs. So my answer should be letter D, and that's my final answer. Again, these are ways that you can solve for unknown variables given a model. We also use the inverse operation, to make sure the variable is isolated on one side. And again, you can always plug in the answer back into your equation. Like if I put 28 plus 14, it should give me 42 to get back to the original. So don't forget to double check if you need to.